Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Hall of Fame series. And today I have with me Sanchaita, who did a magnificent journey with us, with Navitai, and I'm super duper proud about that. Sanchaita, first off, a big congratulations. In a matter of just 8 months, you were able to lose 18 kgs, and not just that, you were able to gain a lot of health and other benefits in life as well, which we will talk about in this interview. And a little bit about Sanchaita. Sanchaita lives in Bangalore with her husband and one son. And prior to this, she was in Shanghai for 16 years, right, Sanchaita?
12 years.
12 years. Okay. So 12 years in Shanghai and then in Bangalore now. And she works with JP Morgan Chase. So, over to you, Sanchaita. This was just a short introduction. If you would like to tell a little bit more about yourself to our audience, please.
That's pretty much me, Ruma. I have been in Bangalore for the last 6 years, and another thing that I would like to call out about myself is that I have an identical twin. So there are two of us looking alike in this world. Absolutely alike at this age.
Wow.
And I have two older brothers, and yes, I've been married for the last 22 years and living happily in Bangalore. A teenager son who just flew out of the door for his college, and yes, that's about me.
Wow. Great. Thanks so much for sharing that, Sanchaita. And now let's move on to your health journey with Navitai. So when you joined Sanchaita, we've had a long relationship, but when you joined Sanchaita, tell us a little bit about the goals and the challenges with which you joined the Navitai program.
Okay, so I'm not a fitness averse person. I mean, I was always into walking, running once in a while only, but only pretty much walking. So I would feel that, walking takes care of a lot of my health goals or my activity goals. And I'm wearing a smartwatch for the last 6 years. So I thought, okay, all the circles are full. So I'm completing everything by the watch, and I'm able to do the activity that is needed for my age or whatever. And I was walking about 5 to 7 kilometers a day, but I would not lose even a gram, and that was what was triggering me worrying me on why was I not losing weight when I was having my activity circles completed every day. And that's when I consulted a doctor. So I am a thyroid patient for the last 25 years, and I have been having BP also for the last 18 years now, blood pressure. So I've been on medication on both of that. So I basically consulted a general physician, and I told her that this is what my life, and this is during the pandemic in 2020. And that's when I consulted a doctor here, a general physician, and she said that, look, you have to go to a nutritionist or a dietitian and go through a program, something that can be a guided tour on the do's and don'ts. You need to look at what you're eating. So that is what she suggested, and she actually referred me to Ruma and Navite. And in less than 24 hours of speaking to her, I had signed up to the program. And I just remember that day. So it was on a Sunday that I signed up. I spoke to the doctor. She gave me some time in the afternoon. And by evening, I had spoken to Ruma and I had signed up because I wanted to do something about this. I wanted to take a decision. I signed up for 6 months. Didn't want to sign for a 3 months thing because I felt that if this needs to be a habit, then 3 months is too less to cultivate something like that. So I had to go to a 6 months, tenure where it would be ingrained in every, cell of my body. Would be aware of what I'm doing. So with all the commitment, I started, and the Monday and Tuesday, the way I had binged, I can never go back to that because I thought that, I was going to go into a jail. And then this is all the life that I have, Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday onwards, it started, 16th of September.
Wonderful. What a great journey so far. So, I understand when you say that, Sanchaita, let me live those 2 days. But then you realize that this is going to be my lifestyle. For the rest of the life, I'm going to do that and I'm going to feel good about it. So Sanchaita, another great thing that I picked up from what you just mentioned was you were a fast action taker. Oftentimes we keep thinking, decision does not happen in years or months together. It happens in fraction of second. We have to have that mindset that I need to work on it and then move fast on it. Success follows speed. You are one big example of that. You speed of making a decision will be the speed of your success as well. So thank you so much for sharing that, Sanchaita. Now, Sanchaita, this has been a phenomenal journey, especially, we know how a woman's body is very different. In every forum, I keep talking about, women's body is different, women's body is different. But, despite that, you were able to successfully reduce 18 kgs. So please tell us, how this journey was. How did you manage to, program aside, it was a guided program. There was, regular touch bases with you. But despite that, what made you achieve this success? So tell us a little bit about that journey, please.
Okay, so the first week, before we started, so Ruma asked, and Ruma or Rebbe, one of them asked me that, do you have a help at home? So I was like, okay. I said, what does she have to do with the program? But anyway, so I said, no. Well, I had a part-timer, so but I still, I mean, at that time we were going through this phase when we were not even getting the part-timers home, right? So she mentioned that, and the first challenge that I felt was the chopping bit. I mean, there was so much to chop every day because there was grilled vegetables, then there is salad 2 times a day, and we would have salad once a week. And now you hear we are eating salad every day, twice a day. And then your family, taking a step back, okay, the family, how they reacted to this program. So they were like, okay, you are doing that. Will you be able to do? Oh, your diet looks interesting. So much of food you're going to eat in a day. So they felt that I was going to eat a lot of food. And actually, this diet program is not something that starves you. I mean, you are full by the end of the day. So okay, so then we started on with procuring the things. At one point of time, I felt that I was buying all the zucchini and capsicum in Bangalore. It was coming to my house only. There was nobody else going to buy this stuff. So we started with this program. First week was pathetic because I was avid tea drinker. I mean, I can have 5 to 6 cups of tea a day. And being in a banking profession, you are pretty much on your desk, right? You need to sip something. So tea is the most healthiest option, we thought at that time, that you can drink. So, so we started. When she said no to tea, that was tough. I mean, that was the first challenge. I remember telling my husband that, can I just smell your tea? I cannot have that, but can I just smell it? Because I would just feel better having that, or I would just give myself that goals. Okay, every Sunday I would sip 2 sips of tea. I mean, because I was completely committed to this, and I think commitment has to do a lot with this program. And you need to overcome your challenges. That mentally you have to tell yourself, this is on you. There's nobody else driving it. It is absolutely on you. There is somebody who is guiding you, showing you the way. It is a GPS, but the car, you are sitting with the wheel, right? So you have to drive it that way. The first challenge obviously was chopping. The second challenge was exercise. The first week is very nominal. I mean, so it is, I was like, is this what is going to get me to that weight that she's talking about? And yeah, Ruma told me that so I was 74 that time, and she said your ideal weight is 54. And I was like, 54, she's off her mind. So 54, I was in grade 5-6. After 5-6, grade 5-6, I've never seen 50s. I've always seen 60s and 70s. So I thought that, she's off her mind. Anyways, even if I reach 65, I'll be, feeling happy about it. So, yeah, the exercise was nominal. So exercise part was fine. It's just the diet. But the kind of food, it was new kind of food, no bread. I love bread. So giving up bread was another whole new thing. But then there was paneer. So I'm a vegetarian. So there was paneer, there was chila. I hated chila. I hate anything to do with chila, anything to do with dosa early in the morning. But then this is something that was new. And I was like, okay, let's do this. And then, digging out recipes, making it happen and things like that. But in a week's time, my family had got hooked onto the diet more than I was. So they were, okay, Mama, did you have this at 12 o'clock noon? So, okay, did you have this at 4 o'clock in the evening? So they were ticking the boxes and they were committed towards it, which was, I'm blessed. I was blessed to have a family that was supporting me. And they were like, picking on my food. I would get pretty upset about it, because I was cooking for myself and for them, and they would be picking my food because they would find that very interesting. And I think in 6 months, the complete diet of the family has changed. All of us, I think three things that we developed in this journey was sense and sensibilities about what goes into your mouth and when
Mm.
it goes. So that kicked in. Second is that we gave up a lot of things that we thought was okay to have, generally to have. I mean, like, oh, we are just having fruits, but fruits have sugar as well. So, a limited amount of fruit is what we recommend, not a lot of fruits. That just because you're having fruits cannot be that you can't binge on fruits. So that was something. And the third thing that we really focused on the timing of the food. I mean, giving that space between food,
Yeah.
your schedules. So that and obviously the fourth is most important, is the activity level. Every day there has to be activity in a certain manner. So
Yeah.
these are the things that kind of brought us all together, and we all, I mean, including my son, who was a teenager at that time, and he was going through his college applications time and things like that. But I mean, he was stressed, but he was also aware of what was going into his mouth, because stress can be a great time for you to binge on food. So
Yeah.
yeah, so pretty much a lot of challenges in terms of getting that food, procuring the stuff. That was challenging, but I am blessed to be living in a city where everything is very accessible and easy to find. And this is also a food that is necessary in the body. I didn't know. So we are eating that as well.
Yeah.
And giving up rice, giving up bread, giving up tea.
Yeah.
And after now a year almost, year has passed, and I don't miss them anymore.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what Navita did to me.
Wonderful. Yeah, Sanchaita, I think you covered a major aspect of it. We feed a lot. We feed people a lot, which is very contrary to the popular belief that you have to eat less in order to lose weight. We do not believe in that, because eating less slows down the metabolism. First few kgs, and you have seen this phenomenal change, the 18 kgs or whatever, wouldn't have been possible if we fed you lesser, Sanchaita. So we have to keep feeding you and keep your metabolism up. So thank you for bringing that. And yes, and I think one of the great things that I think it became, it's important. What I learned from you in this section is that family support is very important.
Yeah.
And family adopting that as well. Oftentimes, if the family, because you're not the only person who is going through this program. When you are in a family, your family is also a very integral part of this entire thing, because a lot of the food that you cook is going to impact them, and how they have been able to also transform the way they eat. That is amazing, Sanchaita. So you are not just a person who has transformed yourself, but also your family members, and that's great. That's great. Great. So Sanchaita, now one is weight. Definitely, that is the goal you started with. But having gained weight, having lost that weight, having changed your lifestyle around your food, what other aspects of your life has got impacted?
I think the main aspect is my, the sleep pattern. So I would be not be having continuous sleep, and I would, have disturbed sleep. That is one aspect that has completely changed. When I go to bed, I'm tired, and I can get to sleep immediately. It is not struggling to sleep. So I have actually in the past, because I had struggled on sleep, I did some breathing exercises program. Have joined that. I have joined meditation before sleep, things like that, to help me fall asleep. But I think one thing has changed dramatically is the sleep pattern. And in 7 hours, I mean, when I wake up, I'm fresh. Earlier, I would sleep for even 8 hours, 9 hours, but I would not get up fresh. So that is one thing that has completely changed. Second is my activity level. So at my typical day, because of my work, starts at 12 in the noon. So I have to pretty much finish my cooking, everything by 10:30, 11, so that I get some time to get ready for the for work. So I mean, usually after cooking or after, the breakfast routine and the exercise and everything, uh, exercise at that time was walk, basically in the morning and all that. I would feel very exhausted in the day. I mean, I would feel like I need to, strengthen I mean, lay down a bit or, lie down
Mm.
or, just rest for a while. At this point of time, I think what Navite helped me is it because of weight loss or the basic, toxics going out of your body? I am feeling more energetic,
Mm.
and I have never felt this energetic before. I mean, when I reached 40, I mean, when I would complain about, feeling tired, mind wants to do 10 things, but body is not coping. And I would, have my girlfriends all around. We all would be like, this is how 40s is going to be, this is where we are going to lead ourselves to. And, we have to just get used to it. Because in India, actually, in Indian custom, above 50, you are old. I mean, that's what they look at us as. And we have to change that mindset that you
Yes.
still are above 50 also. I mean, you have another 50 years, I mean, God willing, to live. So
Yes.
you have to give that, I mean, keep your body ready for that. So activity increased, sleep became better. And the third thing that happened was I was thinking better. I think my mind is more alert right now.
Mm.
I am
Mm.
not dull anymore. I mean, I would feel dull. And with thyroid, people say that depression kicks in and things like that. I did go through a lot of phase in that. That changed dramatically.
Wonderful.
Obviously, our monthly cycles and all also got regulated.
Mm.
And my, when I see now my blood report, I'm proud of myself. I mean, that is something that has really worked a lot right now. So there are, I mean, multiple changes. Of course, when you now walk on the street, people turn around to say, "Hey, what did you do to yourself?"
Yeah.
And that I can't tell you how much of encouragement that is. How
Yes.
much of encouragement that is. I mean, I my husband is actually an ant. I mean, he would get attracted to any kind of sweets around in the house. So at this point of time, he is also as conscious about what he eats.
Yeah.
He is also very regular about his fitness, and he
Mm.
knows that just walking is not fit at all.
Yeah.
You need to do pump up your heart. You need to do that. So I think the guidance that we got from Navite, Ruma, you and Rebe on what needs to be done to reach that, or to have a healthy body and mind, and like that's what you promote, right? Healthy body and a healthy mind, and healthy body leads to a healthy mind. So that healthy mind has come. I mean, I'm more probably energetic than I see my team of 20, 25-year-olds and 30-year-olds, and I think that probably I'm more energetic than them, and more. I mean, I can think faster.
Yeah.
It's because my health has improved. My sleep is better, so activity has improved, and most importantly, I had a very bad gut. Very bad gut. I mean, invariably every week I would have at least twice or thrice I would have lactobacillus in the night, a tablet,
Mm.
and would go to the doctor pretty much every 2-3 months on some stomach related issue, indigestion, bad burps, things like that. And that has completely touch
Wow.
wood, it has stopped. It has stopped, and that is something that I mean, I can't be, I mean, eternally thankful to Navita for that.
Thank you so much, Sanchita. Wow, so many positive impacts. You're sleeping better. You're more energetic. You're more energetic than a 25-year-old in your office. That is the
I think
best.
I think they don't think, maybe. I think.
No, no, no. You can make out, Sanchaita. You can definitely make out. And 40 is, I feel that 40 is just the beginning of our life.
Yeah,
Now our
yeah,
children
yeah.
have grown up. My first son is off to college already. Now my second son is on the way. And this is the time when I can, live, dance, achieve all my aspiration. And if we do not have the health at this time, then the rest of the life
Correct.
will be such a misery. So, 40 is when we should start becoming more and more younger. Life should walk backwards, and you have you have shown that, Sanchaita. That's so
You have the
wonderful.
time of your life, I think. Yeah,
Yes,
at this point of
absolutely.
time, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So wonderful. Sanjay, another thing, see, you achieved so much despite being a working woman. Oftentimes women, women, we are wired in such a way, we feel that the pure dunya ki responsibility is on us, right? Outside, we are like Durga Mata, and we feel overwhelmed, we will feel stressed out, and oftentimes we put ourselves in the back burner because we feel stressed out. But despite that, you were able to manage, Sanchaita. Please share some tips with us.
I think what as women we go through mostly is guilt. What if I came 5 minutes late from my activity and people are waiting for breakfast and breakfast is not yet ready? Or what if I'm going to somebody's house and typically the host looks at the women only to feed. I mean, they will be coming to you for appreciation because you are the cooking masters in your house, so they will come to and they'll feed you all kind of things, and then trying to say that no, I'm done and I'm not going to eat this and things like that. That is another thing. But at home, yes, I think the first 2-3 weeks, obviously, Ruma, everybody has to get used to that challenge of hey, so she's going to spend the 30-45 minutes on that exercise every single day, and she's going to eat this, and this is what is going to be on the table, and certain things will not be on the table anymore. This is what we are going to eat, this is what is going to happen. It is a change for the family, and I think communicating that with your family and sharing that diet plan. I mean, I would have actually shared my diet plan. I mean, my son helped me print it out and stick it on the fridge so that everybody is having a look at that. What she's going to eat today, what is going to be cooked, things like that. And this diet plan is not something that is completely different from what our day-to-day is. I mean, the only thing that goes out is the carbs. You are still eating that sabji, you are still eating that dal, and believe me, after 2 weeks of spending on that activity and that running and that walking, you will start using less oil. And you will start using, be conscious while cooking as well. You will not be making deep fried koftas every single day, every single week. You will try to keep that for special occasions and things like that. So the diet, that was one thing that I felt, that communicating with the family on what you're going through and what is going to be achieved at the end of it and why you're going through is important. It's very much important. And doing things together also helps you also gain a lot of motivation. You feel motivated to do certain things, and when they see changes in you, when they see that you are having your eureka moments of hey, I lost 5 kgs in a month already, or in 2 months already, then when they see that and my clothes are looking better, I'm looking better, the skin has started glowing, because this diet is full of getting your skin, everything toned up, right? So that encourages the family as well. So keeping them in your journey is a good idea. Don't do it yourself.
Wonderful. Great.
Even for men, I would say, not only as women, as men also. If you are into this program, getting your wife or your partner along with this journey, or just explaining, this is what I did this exercise today, or my back is hurting, or my calves, this is, I'm having this pain because I did this, and that sharing makes a lot of difference.
Yes. Hey, thanks so much, Sanchaita. I think I'm going to use some of your tips too with my family members as well.
No. Yeah. I can't thank you enough, Ruma. And at this point of time, the only thing that I have to stop doing is that now, when I was talking to you the other day, right? When I travel and I go to the airports and I see in domestic airports, people around you in different stages of their life and the way they are treating their bodies. And that is where you feel that, can I distribute diabetes pamphlets to them? Can I just tell them
that's so nice.
that hey, you need to go to a guided person, somebody has to help you, because you hear a lot of people complaining that, oh, I'm diabetic, I have blood pressure, so I can't do this, I can't eat this, and I can't do that, and that's why I have this. You have plenty of excuses to tell that why you are in this state. But it is only you and only you who can make the difference. Nobody else can. There can be a GPS, but you have to drive that car.
Yes, absolutely. So that's a wonderful point, Sanchaita. Among everything that you mentioned is there was this movie, Kung Fu Panda. the secret sauce, right? It's us. I can do all the, no matter how much inspiration, motivation, knowledge, gyan, diet plan, exercise, and all I give. Finally, you are the one who is executing it. So the finally end of the day, your commitment has resulted in the success that you're seeing right now, Sanchaita. Right? In our program, everybody is the same. We give the same, we do not do partiality. We give the same diet plan, exercises, depending upon your body, personalized diet plan and exercise. So we have this program for everyone, but your success is commendable because, that shows your commitment and the effort that you've put in. Sanchaita. So great. Thank you so much for sharing. And last question, Sanchaita, for you is, what is your success mantra? One thing that you would like to share with people. What is your success mantra?
Don't cheat. It's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. Don't cheat on your workouts. Don't cheat on your diet. That I remember asking you, Ruma, so I started in September and all the festivals were lined up, right? After that.
I remember. Yeah.
And I was like, all these people are eating and I can't even eat that and things like that. And then January is my husband's birthday. So I had texted you in the morning asking that, hey, can you see me? Yeah. Ruma, can I have one piece of carrot cake? And I asked you for that permission. And Ruma thankfully didn't see her phone for the next couple of hours. And by that time, that one piece had gone inside me. So I was like, and a good, nice, healthy of that piece of cake had gone inside me. And I kept, but post that is when it's okay to do that. It is absolutely okay to do that. It is absolutely okay to, eat something. You might be having sweet cravings, and there are a lot of things that you need, because that has been part of you for the last several years, right? So you're suddenly giving up those things. The body is sending all the signals that they can to tell you that, hey, you should, and why don't you just eat one thing? So keeping, away from it is challenging. But that is where your mental strength comes, and that is where your commitment comes. That is where you are answerable to yourself.
No, absolutely.
Then at the weekend, on Fridays, when Ruma sends us that, hey, what's your weight? You need to log that down into the application, and the weight has not moved. You know the reasons better than her. So that is where you have to be answerable to that weighing scale as well. So doing that, if you're committed, if you are spending money on this course and taking Ruma's time and guidance and things like that, and Rebe's, obviously help. Rebe is the reminder, right? So she, so if you're doing that, and then stay committed to it. And believe me, at 6 months, you will see a new yourself.
Yes.
And you will definitely benefit. You will definitely benefit. And if you do not benefit, it is only because of you. It's not because of anybody else. So that is what I feel, that, be true to yourself. Don't cheat. It's not going to help.
Wonderful. Thanks so much for sharing that, Sanchaita, because, it's a great point. One is, we should not be guilty. Even if I've eaten a carrot cake, we should not be guilty. But at the same time, do not look at these as cheats or meals. That sets up a very negative kind of a relationship with food. So excellent. Well said, Sanchaita. And if we are cheating, then we are cheating ourselves. It's our goal. I have to be there. And if I cheat myself. So, thank you so much, Sanchaita. Thanks for this, for your time, for taking the time out and joining me in this Hall of Fame interview. Congratulations once more. And for all the audience, if you had valuable takeaways from Sanchaita's interview, why don't you put it in the comment box below? You will realize that your learnings will also increase when you start putting it down in the comment box. So all the best to you. I sincerely hope you took a lot of takeaways from this interview with Sanchaita. She's an inspirational woman and a role model to many, many. So thank you so much for watching this, and all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Ruma. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.